CLion, a cross-platform IDE for C and C++. Download now.
Hello, everyone. So you know how people on the internet sometimes like to complain about things that we were able to do but are not able to do anymore today? Like, we used to be able to fly at supersonic speeds over the Atlantic in a commercial flight. We can no longer do that. We used to be able to put a person on the moon, and we can no longer do that. So I don't care about any of these, but like what I care about is book printing. Like, we somehow unlearned to print books, in particular, print science and technical books. And I'm going to give you some examples. I hope they come out well on the projector, but be assured that you can see this very well when you're holding the book in your hands. So here we have a picture, and you can see this a lot in where you have like black areas in pictures, and you see these patterns. Like here we have these vertical stripes in the areas of black. Somehow looks like the printer is running low on toner or something. Here we have a photograph, and you can see like this weird pattern overlaid over the photograph, which you also see like in cheap photocopies sometimes. But these are printed books, right? I did not print this at home. Actually, my printer at home gives me better results than this. This was a really weird one. I received a book once that had glossy print. So when you look at the font under a certain angle, then it reflects, which makes it completely irritating to read under artificial light. And this is kind of hard to see, but if you look at the text in these books, it's like the corners around the letters, they're sort of fuzzy, right? It looks a little bit like the ink sank too deep into the paper, but it's not an inkjet print, right? It's a digital laser print. So yeah, it looks really cheap and not good. Another pet peeve of mine is book bindings. Like, these have been horrible since forever, like even before we got these printing problems. So if you don't know like which of these is the proper binding, the right one is the proper binding. You have to look for these U shapes, because what you do if you want to do a proper binding is you fold up the paper in the middle, and then you put these threads towards the end, and you sort of sew the book together, and that's how you get a durable binding. So if you look at the back of the book, and you can see these U shapes, and if you open the book up, in the middle of the U, you can actually see the thread between the pages. So why do we have this? Why do we have these badly printed books now? And a lot of people will blame print on demand, which is what all the book publishers have switched to now in the last 10 to 15 years. So all of the books that you get, they're probably printed on demand. And the reason for that is, if you do traditional printing, you need warehouses to store all the excess books, and it's a lot harder to keep like a large catalog of different titles. At least that's what the publishers will tell you. So this sounds like a good idea. So why is it a problem? Well, print on demand is not really the problem. The problem is that when these publishers switched to print on demand, they threw out any notion of quality control with it. And like I list these publishers here because like these are the worst offenders. From each of those, I received a book that was so bad in quality that I was not willing to keep it. But all publishers have this problem to some extent. If you go to the booth up front, we have some books from different publishers there. I challenge you to compare the printing quality of those. You will probably find some differences there between them. So what can we do about this, right? Like, if you ask people like from these publishers, they will probably give you a lot of excuses why this is necessary and why it's ultimately a good thing. I don't have time to go through all of these and debunk them, but it's all wrong, right? It has nothing to do with economic reasons. We could do better. The sole reason why we have the situation is that nobody complains about it. We don't complain about it enough. I know this because I have been complaining to publishers for this for a long time. Whenever I receive a book that I'm not happy with, I write the publisher directly. And the thing about publishers is, people that work at publishers, they usually work there because they love books. So if you talk to those people, they know exactly what you're talking about, and they're very sympathetic to your cause, but they don't get enough complaints that they can actually change anything about this and increase the quality. So this is my plea. I showed you what to look for. If you spot bad quality in books, write to your publisher. Oftentimes they will offer you free books as compensation. So that's my secret trick to getting free books. Complain to them, and hopefully if enough people can complain, we can actually improve the situation here. Thank you very much.